Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. We are continuing on with day 6 Inkmas kind of shenanigans, and we are now on to the Colorverse Colorvent for day 6. I'm still kind of thinking of yesterday's ink in the pink kind of category, and I'm thinking we've had 2 kind of reddish colors, 2 grayish colors, and a blue color, and I'm really hoping today we get something different, like just a different color category, please. Different color category. Okay, so looks like today's ink is called Kilonova. It looks very purple to me in person, like the sticker here, but on camera it's coming off very blue, so this will be interesting. On our little card here, it says that Kilonova is a color inspired by the intense explosion that occurs when 2 neutron stars merge. Very cool. Also, I love the theme of Colorverse inks. I'm a space person myself. I love astrology. I love astronomy. I love the stars. And these little descriptions are just making me really, really happy. Okay, so here is our bottle. Yet again, we have no shimmer from the looks of it that I can see. It's just a nice kind of like dark bluish color inside the glass, and there's a little bit of like a greenish tint. So I'm interested to see, maybe this one has a little bit of sheen going on, which if you missed Diamine, that one definitely had sheen. But let's see what we get with Kilonova. Okay, initial thoughts on this one is wowza. Okay, super duper saturated. This ink is very dark, very pigmented looking. Yeah, it is honestly gorgeous. I feel like the base color of this is actually more blue though. I feel like it's just a really dark blue. And as I'm sitting here kind of talking about what I'm seeing, it's sheening a bit red, and I think that's what's causing the kind of purple look to it, is the red sheen with the dark blue base. It's lovely. Also, this ink is very well lubricated. It was very well flowing straight off the bat with the dip nib. Honestly, kind of impressed with how well it started out, and I'm excited to write a full page with it to see if that continues. But very pretty color. I do think I have things that are similar to this, so I'm excited to kind of flip through my swatch book and see what I got. But overall, it's a legible ink, it's a beautiful color, it's very saturated, and it's kind of a little bit more dynamic than some of the previous days we've had so far in the Colorverse inkvent. Okay, so because I feel like this color could fit in several different places, I'm going to flip through a few different categories in my swatch book. So I'm going to start with the blue blacks and see if we have anything close. I don't think I'm going to, but since this is such a dark blue, I just want to reference it and see if there is anything quite the shade, and there's not. Okay, there's that. I do want to also do blues and purples. So first off, nothing here is really screaming at me that it matches. This definitely has a strong blue to it, but it's also got a really good purple to it. So it's pretty classically a blurple. And I'm not really seeing anything that I have that is close to this in the blues here. Lavender cobalt blue is kind of close, but this is so much more blue, and this is a lot more purple. This also has sheen going on with it. It's also kind of close to the Maya Lapis Lazuli by Kobe, which is number 14. It has a reddish sheen and kind of like that blurple undertone, but this is still, the Kilonova is still a little bit more purple. Let's see what else. What else? Okay. It's kind of close to Pilot Iroshizuku's Asagao. I still think Kilonova is a bit more purple though. Ooh, okay, it's very close to Sailor Ink Studios 743. 743 actually has a really cool sheen thing going on with it, where it sheens red and green at the same time. But the base color of this is pretty close. I still think 743 is a bit darker though. Yep, that's all I got for blues. All right, let me check my purples out. Okay, so starting off, nothing is super close. Robert Oster Cassia is kind of close, but Kilonova is still much more blue. Also, Cassia is coming across, at least on camera, to me in the little viewfinder I have, very blue, but it's a lot more like royal purple in person. Yeah, none of these are really close. Again, my viewfinder is showing a lot of these inks as a lot more blue than they actually are. Okay, it's kind of close to 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗍 Azurite, but Azurite has a green sheen, whereas I feel like Kilonova has that red sheen. It's also kind of close to Monteverde's Tanzanite, which has no like real sheen, like nothing substantial, where again the Kilonova has that reddish sheen, but it's actually really close to the base color of Monteverde's Tanzanite. Let's see what else we got. Interesting. It's kind of close to Colorverse's Hayabusa Glistening. The Hayabusa has a green that's very vibrant of a sheen, and it's like a halo-y sheen, so that's kind of cool. But I feel like the Kilonova is not quite the same, especially with the high red sheen that it's showing. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think the closest is the Monteverde's Tanzanite, at least in the base color. With sheen, though, I don't think I have anything quite exactly like this, which is kind of exciting for me yet again. Colorverse just keeps throwing them at me. And here we have the writing sample of Kilonova. I'm honestly a bit underwhelmed with this one. The swatch is absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like in writing, it just looks like any other blue ink that you get with your pen. It does have a nice red sheen in some of the lettering, and it is still very wet up here in the first swatch that I did with the B nib. Yeah, I'm not excited about this one. It's not just wow to me. It's a really beautiful saturated blurple, and the sheen is gorgeous, but I just feel like it's so, like, I feel like it's overdone, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I've seen this color so many times that it's just not like, oh, wow, like it's just a bit overdone for me. I do like the way it looks in writing. I will definitely use the color. It is pretty, but it's not something that I feel super drawn towards, and it's not something that I'm just like overwhelmed with. Even though this color is unique in that it is a bit more purple than blue in some instances, I still feel like it's really, really similar to a lot of things. At least in writing, it looks very similar to like a dark blue with red sheen, which is really, really common. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of Kilonova if you're following along with the Colorverse, Colorvent, I think it's Colorvent. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Be blessed, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day number 7.